I'm going to describe another DIY or do-it-yourself portable solar project. This is actually a kit that I put together. If you've done any research on YouTube lately, you'll have seen there's another channel. There's a guy named Solar Burrito on YouTube that he gave me the inspiration to make a kit like this using basically a Plano is the company name pistol case. It's not waterproof, but it's just one of the plastic cases that you can it has the handle you can see, and then you just modify it to basically build your own portable solar generator. So I was going to take a quick spin around it real quick and just show you some of the things that I put on it, and I'll do a little bit closer up video just detailing everything that I've done. Back up here a little bit, and you'll notice if you've seen my channel that this is the portable solar panel that I made that I use the PVC tubing for. Cost you $10 to make this. You know, that's on the high end. You should be able to make this for less than $10 minus the solar panel, obviously. So let's get into the solar generator. So what I've done here, I'll start from this side. I've had some comments on some previous videos where people have asked about this connector here. I have seen it called an SAE connector. It basically is just the two-prong connector, and it meets up to, move this grass over here, meets up to obviously the opposite of that. So you've got your negative and positive there. And then I'll come over here real quick because this is pretty self-explanatory, but I've got a single 12-volt plug, and I think and then what I ended up doing was an interesting story. I recently was out on a camping trip, and I took the generator with me, and I tried plugging my inverter to run the electricity for a pump for my air mattress, and I tried plugging it into the cigarette lighter, and I kept tripping the reset inside the pump, inverter to power the 120 volt pump for my air filter. I'm sorry, for my air pump. So what I ended up having to do was kind of disassemble the whole box and hook the alligator leads right to the battery. So that led me to think what I really need to do is make some terminals. And I had seen these on some other YouTube videos as well, people who had solar generators. And I'm not completely 100% done with this. It's kind of more just still prototyping. And I'll take it apart and show you later. But basically, I've made these so that these come off. And then these are your positive and your negative. And these are 10 gauge wires hooked right up to the battery itself. There's not even a fuse because most everything I'm going to hook to it will have its own fuse. So that would give me basically just like connecting to the battery itself, but I don't have to tear the whole thing apart to get to it. And I'll show you what I mean a little bit later. But these just screw right back on. And what I plan on doing is putting some paint or something, mark one red, one green, and put some paint here so that if something were to lay across these, it wouldn't short out. But these just screw back on. These were some knobs that I just got off Amazon, and I wanted something a little larger to really be able to handle some amperage without having any problems. So that's like a 5/16, and these are all stainless steel, but I only bought two, so they weren't that expensive. I think I spent like $5 on all the hardware for that, and I think the knobs may have cost me $5 too. So what I did was, just like Solar Burritos, I like the fact that he's got a switch on the outside, just lights up when you turn it on, and then it's off when it's off. And then you open this, open the top just like you would a pistol case. And then basically what I did was, this is just a real thin piece of wood that I got from Lowe's or somewhere, and just kind of painted it green so it would blend in a little bit. I've got the solar charge controller there, and then I put a voltmeter in. So then it would tell you, for the most part, when you want to see how much voltage you have. It doesn't work unless this is on. So this is basically the master power. If this switch is off, the whole thing is off. Turn that on, and then whenever you need to take a quick look, you can just turn that on, you can see the voltage, and turn it back off again. So then I'll plug the, and then it's real nice because then I can just plug the solar panel in, and even this late in the day, and it's almost 6:30 in the evening, I'm still getting a little bit of a charge from the solar panel, which is kind of nice. And that's basically it. You know, what I did was to make servicing kind of easy. I just put in, you'll see here in a second, just like how Solar Burrito did his. Set these back there. You basically have I ran some bolts through, and I just got some aluminum and drilled some holes basically to hold the battery in place, and those just come up through the bottom of the case. And this happens to be a 12 volt, it's upside down, sorry everybody, but it's a 12 volt 18 amp battery. That just ties down like that. You know, I've got a fuse in there protecting the let me show you from the bottom of the wood, just so we can. I used a terminal bus. Basically, I just split this in half. So this is the negative. I got all my positives over here, and it's split in the middle, so they won't touch. So I don't have to use two of those buses. I just got one big enough to do positive and negative, and you just cut that bar, and it makes just the positive stay together, the negative stay together. And then that's just the bottom of the voltage meter, and I basically you know, had to wire it in so that I can check the voltage on the battery anytime. On the back side, you'll see the, you know, your cigarette lighter, and these are what you saw from the front, and then that's just where the terminal comes in for the solar panel, and then that's your and it's kind of nice because when you order these switches, it'll tell you what diameter you need to cut the holes. This one was a little rough. I was in a hurry, and I should have taken my time a little bit more. This twists a little bit, but as I said, it's kind of just a prototype here, and you know, I'm not a manufacturer, so it's not going to look like something I bought from the store. But when you put it all together, you know, hopefully it's robust enough to withstand a camping trip or something like that. Put these back on. As I said, it's all, I'm getting power into the charge controller because of the panel being plugged in, but you can notice that the voltage meter is not on. Once you flip the switch, you get your voltage. And that's basically it. Just close this back up. Turn that on. Pretty nice. That's just showing you from the bottom. You know, the bolts that are tying the battery down. That is it. The latest project that I've built for a very portable solar generator.